say the expenditure done on defense, okay, on your borders, border forces, so or say on the police services, so do not directly relate to any development but are equally important in the economy. Okay, you have to maintain law and order so that the economy can perform the task easily and smoothly. So once again just have a look at the expenditures. Okay, you should understand the whole structure of the government budget. Okay, so now I'll just erase them so that you can quickly revive how it is divided. Okay, just see, first of all, revenue expenditure and capital expenditure, the definition I have told you, meaning I have told you. Then the revenue is divided into planned and non-planned. Capital again is divided into planned and non-planned. Then planned is divided into developmental, non-developmental, non-planned also, here also and here also. It means that you should know these type of expenditures: developmental, non-developmental, planned, non-planned, capital and revenue, right? Expenditure can lie in this and this, or maybe say this and this, in three categories. The question which will be asked to you very often in this type of from this topic, they would give you some of the expenditure, say the money paid by the government to the victims of a calamity. You classify it into a revenue or a capital expenditure, giving a reason for that. So suppose like the statement I said, the compensation given to the victims, that will be a type of revenue expenditure because it neither increases an asset nor reduces a liability. Say if the government sells its shares to a private sector unit, disinvestment, remember yesterday we had done it. So that type of receipt will be a capital receipt because it has reduced the asset. So you have to remember, say government starts a new school or a new hospital, so it will be a type of capital expenditure because it will increase the assets of the government. So it is important for you to understand this logic and questions will be based on this. Okay, now after understanding the components of the budget, that is the expenditures and receipts, we have to move on to the types of budget. Means when we are preparing the budget, how many types of budget can be prepared? First of all, you can have a balanced budget. Then we can have a deficit budget. And then we can have a surplus budget. Okay, balanced budget means when the total receipt is equal to total expenditure. The amount of money received by the government from the economy is equal to the amount of expenditure done by the government in the economy. Neither there is shortage nor there is excess. Second type of budget is deficit budget, where total expenditure is more than the total receipt. Means say government has received say 500 crores and it has spent 600 crores. That type of budget is a deficit budget. There is shortage. Surplus budget is when the total revenue is more than the total expenditure. Okay, say the government has earned 600 and has spent 500. So here the government will have a overall balance of gain in 100 and here overall balance will be shortage of rupees 100 crores, right? So these are the three types of budget. Now just see, a balanced budget we can understand, okay, as much the government is taking, that much it is spending. Surplus budget, the government is taking profit, no problem. But here there is a problem because here there is shortage of money. You have to spend 600 crores and you have received only 500 crores. So this type of budget is a budget which we have to study in detail. Why we are studying in detail? Actually, if you are looking at this particular meaning of these budgets, you might say ki if the government is making this type of budget, the government is inefficient. You may say that the government is bad or the government is inefficient. Okay, but it is not like this. Okay, this is a better government which is making a deficit budget because it is trying to spend more in the economy, and it also depends on the type of economy. For a developed economy, say for USA, I can make this budget, surplus budget, no problem, because already the developmental expenditures have been done in the economy. But talk about the Indian economy. So we need a deficit budget because more money needs to be invested by the government. Say for construction of the road, say for electricity provision, say for communication improvement or providing the better communication services. So you can simply understand that for a developing economy, like India, you always need a deficit budget, or you can say whenever the government of this economy will make a budget, it will always make a deficit budget because it is trying to invest more or spend more in the economy for the developmental activities. So this is an important question of the board, that is a deficit budget sign of government inefficiency? Okay, so your answer would be that no, it is not the sign of government inefficiency. It simply shows that the economy is in a developing phase, so more expenditure is needed in the economy to make it a developed economy.